Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by my channel. I do appreciate everybody supporting me and my work. Please help me get the word out by sharing this video with as many people as possible so I can grow my channel and we can reach a larger audience. Let's make it up over 1,000 by July. Let's try that. 6 months to make it to 1,000 subs. I think we can do that. I got a story for you here today that might make you question your faith in humanity. I know it's made me question mine, but let's dive right in. Ex-reality star who made $200,000 selling her farts in jars reveals she was rushed to the ER with heart attack symptoms, only to learn severe chest pains were caused by excess gas. Now, having severe chest pains or having pains in your abdominal area and your thoracic region because of gas is not that uncommon. I went to the ER with severe pains one day. It had gone on for hours. I did not know what was wrong with me, and it turned out it was gas. And that happened when I was young. I was a young adult at the time. So, I've had that experience since then. I'm like, oh, it's just gas. I just got to try to get that worked out of my system somehow. Let's see what this story is about, though. The thing that bothers me is, of course, she's selling her farts in jars. Now, I saw this story come up when not the story of the heart attack, the supposed heart attack, but I saw this story of her selling her farts for $1,000 a jar come up a month ago, something like that, and I was like, oh, this is just insane. If you're buying a person's farts in their jars, in a jar, you might want to question the choices you've made in life, just a little bit. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I am far from it. Believe me, I work on myself on a regular basis. We all should be focusing on how we can make ourselves the best we can possibly be. But yeah, I don't have $1,000 to spend on farts in a jar, and if I did, I would be like, you know what, I could use that $1,000 to buy something useful.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Anyway, her name is Steph Matto, 31, from Connecticut. Recently found herself in the emergency room after experiencing shooting pains in her chest. Concerned doctors ran tests, but later told the 90-Day Fiancé star that the symptoms were actually caused by excess gas. She began selling her farts back in November, after receiving requests on the adult content site Unfiltered. Why would you ask somebody for their farts? Ew! Seriously, dude, just don't, man. I bet you could pay a woman who's at least as attractive as this woman, probably way better looking than this woman, a lot less money to fart on you in person. She charged $1,000 for the unique product and made $200,000 in total from the business venture. That's 200 men. But actually, I think she gave a 50% off discount, so that's like 400 men. To keep up with demand, which saw her producing up to 50 jars worth of farts a week, the self-proclaimed fartpreneur opted for a high-fiber diet. She lived off mostly beans and eggs and later added protein shakes to the mix after discovering it made the farts smell worse. In the end, doctors told her she was experiencing very intense gas pains and was advised to change her diet, which in turn ended her business. No, didn't end her business. The average person, I believe, if it is, average person, you and me, everybody listening to this, everybody out there, farts 14 times a day, does that recall? That statistic is old. It might be more or less than that now, but still, let's say it's only 10 times a day. That's still significantly less than 14. You could easily collect one of those, sell that, and you make $1,000 a day. $365,000 a year is a good living in the United States. That's a good living in England, which, the dollar doesn't go as far there, as far as I understand. I don't know. A former reality star who made $200,000 from farting in jars and selling her wind to fans has announced her retirement after she was rushed to the hospital for squeezing out one too many. Steph Matto, 31, from Connecticut, recently found herself in the emergency room after experiencing shooting pains in her chest. She thought she was having a heart attack or a stroke and was convinced she was going to die any moment. Isn't the difference between a heart attack and a stroke just that one happens in the heart and one happens in the head? Aren't they like the same thing? Although just one is where the heart is and one is where the head is. So how is it that you confuse chest pains with a stroke? I guess I don't know enough about strokes. Oh, we got to watch this video. Concerned doctors performed blood tests and an EKG, but later told the 90 Day Fiancé star that the symptoms were actually caused by excess gas from her frequent diet of beans, eggs, and banana protein shakes. Okay, we got to watch this video, though. This video's got to be watched. Me checking my colon after the whole day of making fart jars for customers. Working on my fart jar orders for days. Gross. 150,000 this month. Booyah.
I made $45,000 in 1 week selling my jars of farts. And ever since my last TikTok went viral, I've been getting a lot of questions such as, how long do the farts last? Did I really fart 97 times in 2 days? Who buys my farts and why? And what are some of my tips and tricks? So the first question I get asked a lot is, how long do the farts last? And the smell is most prominent for the first 2 days, but as I like to say, one whiff makes memories that last a lifetime. Now, why do people buy my farts in a jar? I honestly think it's because...
I think it's because you're fat and gross, and men like fat, gross women. Now, you might be going, what are you talking about? She's not fat and gross. Well, she's gross, I'll tell you that, for many different reasons. But her arms, look at her arms. Her arms are chubby. Chubby arms, okay, so she's going to be fat. Period. Hands down. No question.
I have a really good personality, and also because I'm hot. Now, what are some of my fart selling tips and tricks? Number 1, don't eat Fiber One bars. You might think it's the easy way out, but there is nothing easy about it on its way out. You know what I mean. Don't push yourself too hard, literally.
Okay, well, that was pointless. There she is. Now, I guess if, there's a market for this, then, you know what? I got it. This is the solution to all your money problems. Anybody out there who has money problems, this is the solution for you. You could actually do this. You could just you could find some pretty girl who's in your life and just pretend like she's doing this. Be like, hey, yeah, we'll take videos of you pretending to do this, and I'll just fart in the jars because, hey, I got my own farts. I got plenty of good stinkers that come out. You can share those with the world.
This time we are sure she's a woman, right?
It's not going to smell any different coming out of a pretty girl than it is coming out of a man. It just doesn't. So it smells different based on what you eat, maybe slightly different based on your biochemistry, but not enough for you to notice. Human being sense of smell is not that profound. If she wants to do this and make money at it, more power to her. There are men who sell their underwear online, used underwear. It's a potential, at least it used to be a highly lucrative industry. But now the market is saturated, so you're not going to make much, if any, money doing it. But if you can make money doing that, I'll see why not. There's some sick people out there. And it's not women buying your underwear, by the way. You're selling to other dudes. Here she is in the hospital, checked up. All through this, same thing was already in the article. I thought I was having a stroke and that these were my final moments, Steph told Jam Press. I was overdoing it. She began selling her farts back in November after receiving a request on the adult content site Unfiltered. She charged $1,000 for the unique product, though Steph offered a 50% off discount during the festive period and made $200,000 in total from the business venture. Reliving the lead up to the hospital visit, Steph said, I remember in 1 day, I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. I sometimes get 3 protein shakes in a day, but that's like once or twice a week, not on a too regular of a basis. See, you see this image over here. She has a pretty face. That's all makeup. Come on now. It's easy to have a pretty face with makeup. We've seen those videos. You can look up those videos like from not to hot with makeup. You can find those all over YouTube. Look at this. She's spilling out of her pants here. This is a fat belly. This is gross. Okay, this woman is not attractive. It's not. Ugh. We got an ad over here on the side of where was it? Yeah, Zendaya. She's attractive. This is just chubs. I could tell that something was not right, that everything when I was lying in bed and that evening when I was lying in bed and I could feel a pressure in my stomach moving upward. well, gee, do you think maybe it came from your stomach then? That would be like a very telltale sign. When I had the severe gas pain and I didn't know what was going on, it just appeared sort of in the center of my thoracic area. I was like, oh, what the heck is this? It's not good. It was quite hard to breathe, and every time I tried to breathe in, I'd feel a pinch sensation around my heart. And that, of course, made my anxiety escalate. Yeah. Never had bad heartburn before. I actually called my friend and asked if they could come over and drive me to the hospital because I thought I was experiencing a heart attack. Why? Okay, well, if you're still conscious, why don't you drive yourself, or why don't you call an ambulance? I ended up going to the hospital that evening. I didn't tell my doctors about the farting in the jar, but I did tell them about my diet. It was made clear that what I was experiencing wasn't a stroke or a heart attack, but very intense gas pains. I was advised to change my diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which has effectively ended my business. Like I said, you're still going to fart on a daily basis. You might as well make some money off of it. Ew. Look at that arm. Look at that sausage right there. Sausage in a sleeve. Yummy. Mm-mm. And look, if you're overweight, I got nothing against you. It's just not attractive. During her 2-month venture, the TV star said she was shocked by the high demand for her farts, she explained. I decided to do it on a whim after people requested it a few times. As luck would have it, once I put the jars up for sale, they began to sell like hotcakes. I honestly could not believe the demand. I think a lot of people have this fetish in secret.
Ew!
Yeah, I think we should keep it that way. Like, if you have this fetish, just don't even explore it. Don't even think about it. Just move on with your life. I began this venture by eating mostly protein muffins, shakes, and also hard-boiled eggs. Since then, I've decided to branch out a little bit and try some new recipes to keep it exciting. I have been loving black bean salad, onion, ham, and pepper omelets. And I have been making a really great protein smoothie with lots of banana. I think that certain foods produce better smelling farts, so I usually tend to go with the smoothies as opposed to things such as cabbage and eggs. Okay, they'll kind of just, I don't understand. Whatever. Despite the financial success, the reception to her unique business venture has been divided. Steph said, I have a lot of people praising me, calling me a girl boss, telling me that I inspire them to be unashamed of who they are and what they do. But on the other end, I have been getting a ton of negativity. I have even received death threats, okay? People telling me I should end my life and so on. I think that you're a disgusting human being for a few different reasons. And I think that you are supporting and allowing people to support some really bizarre and unfortunate and destructive practices. But yeah, that's, I mean, they're adults. They can make their own choices. So I don't think you deserve to be killed for that. I try my best to not react to these people and give them what they want, which is attention. In this day and age, you need to stop tearing people down for their choices, especially if their choices are literally hurting no one. I think there is a lot of jealousy and a lot of anti-feminism. It's a feminist issue. It's a feminist issue, yep. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you make money as a woman. My wife has a job. I do care that you're putting your career over family if you're a woman. That's really what it boils down to. Your family needs to come first. The reality is women do often have to work to support the family. But no, you should be there as the supporter of the children, as the emotional support for the husband, etc. You don't have a husband, and I don't think you ever will have one because you're gross in so many different ways. But yeah, you go, girl. Make your money if you want to, but it's not a feminist issue. I know that everything has to come down to feminism with you people. It comes down to feminism for me too, but in a different way. It comes down to feminism is ruining the world. It has been for over 100 years. Everyone is a feminist until a woman starts farting in jars and selling it. No, I'm not a feminist. But I think my family is relieved about my retirement, and honestly, so is my colon. The diet was never sustainable, and there was always an expiration date. Okay, ooh, gross. Chubs. We have some responses on here. Jessica, oh yeah. I don't understand how someone making money a certain way is such a big deal for people. Just leave her alone and let her make her money. My God. Huh. That's a nice picture of you, Jessica, there. I'm wondering if you're making money with your looks online and people are giving you crap about it. I'm betting that they are. And you don't like it. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people, this comes down to like whether or not it's fair. It's really easy for a woman who's pretty to go out and make money online. Really easy. Like extraordinarily simple. Men can't do that. Men don't have that ability so much. They have limitations. They can make money with their looks, but it's not going to be the same as what women can do. Caleb says, my faith in humanity is gone. Yep. And so does Christopher. Christopher's like, Mother of God, I'm done with this world.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy place out there, isn't it? Steph began documenting her unusual talent on TikTok last year with her first viral video viewed over 7 million times. Her antics have divided viewers, with some criticizing the reality star while others praise her entrepreneurial thinking during the COVID-19 pandemic. One viewer commented, my faith in humanity is gone. Yep. Just leave her alone. Yep. I'm respectfully jealous, if anything. Get that coin, girl. Another person agreed. Yeah. Respectfully jealous. You mean envious. Steph plans to donate a portion of her income to charity and invest money too. Okay. She added, even though I got backlash, I think it has opened a new door for me. I'm working on digital fart jar artwork at the moment. I think everything happens for a reason, and although my fart selling days are ending, I am going to save the money I've made and will put some in crypto. Yeah. Have you seen Bitcoin the last week? Jeez. He's dropping off a cliff. I'm also going to be donating to a charity that supports gastric disorders. So that's what she's doing with her money, supposedly. We got a bunch of other stuff going on down here. Yeah, bizarro world. This is just more clown world, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue getting more and more bizarre. Everything that's coming out lately is bizarre, from alpha male Jack Murphy being like, oh yeah, just ram things in my bunghole because that's alpha Chad male behavior, to men buying women's farts. All right, well, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you supporting my work. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.